Quick disclaimer, these are gourmet mushrooms. What up, what up, what up? What up, what everybody up to today? Oh man. What famous day? Oh man, goddamn. Hey, what up, YouTube? Hey, YouTube, let me tell you something. Let's go closer. One thing about me, I'm always find a hobby that I love, and I'm gonna stick with it. I don't like to find something I like doing and just do it for a little bit and quit it. What's that quote? Don't fear the man who practiced 1,000 kicks. Fear the man who practiced one kick 1,000 times. But what up? What everybody up to? I don't know if YouTube is okay with me doing this, but these aren't that kind of mushrooms. These are just that kind of mushrooms, if you know what I mean. They are dry. They dry, ready to go. So I'm just trimming them up. But what's everybody doing today, man? Where I'm at right now, it's snowing bad. So that gave me some time to just relax today and do some things that I needed to do. But what's everybody up to? We got 4 people in here. Could we get some likes? And before anybody asks the question, I'm gonna say it again. What am I doing this for? Why do I grow mushrooms? Mainly for my friends, not for myself. I don't encourage anybody to do drugs, or these aren't drugs, but damn, my eye. Every time I say something like that, my eye gets twitching. But I don't encourage people to do drugs or anything, so I don't do them myself. I just give them away to friends, people in need, right? So that's kind of cool. I've always been infatuated with growing. If anybody know me, you know before mushrooms, I used to grow weed. I'm just a botanist, so I've always been growing something. You can never keep a living organism away from me. I'm always gonna grow something, which is cool. I got something else growing back there. It's crazy. I want to show y'all that in a minute. It's crazy. It's actually really crazy. Let me just be real and cut these off. Normally I try to clean up the base, but I'm gonna just cut them off. I don't really like to waste much, so I used to just clean off the base, but I just cut it now, forget it. But if anybody know anything about mycology, I was about to say that if anybody know anything about mushrooms, this is probably the most famous one. Similar to a body part you have on you. That's what it's named after. So let me give you an example. Let me show y'all. Maybe I know what that is. Just from the look of it. It's a pretty good strain, bro. It's a pretty good mushroom. That's the kind it is. That's all I'm gonna say. Cause I don't know if YouTube allowed me to speak like that, but it's a good one. But this is one that I grow well. I've been growing this strain for a while since I started. I've been growing this strain a lot, and every time I grow this one, it come out well. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? That's what I believe in. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And there's nothing to be fixed here. How did I get into it? Shoot, that's a good story, bro. What's his name? Paul Stement, or whatever his name is. He's a mycologist, a famous dude. And I actually met him in Eugene, Oregon. And at the time, I didn't know who he was. At the time, it was the first for everything, bro. But at the time, I never knew who he was. So I had a long conversation with him at a bus stop late in Eugene, Oregon. It was real late. It was probably like 11. And I had a conversation with him. Now I know who he is because, you know, we had multiple conversations. But I had a conversation with him, and he was just explaining how he see the good in people and how he don't judge people and how we all come from the same, basically like walk of life. And he just had we had a beautiful conversation. I'm trying to multitask, but we had a beautiful conversation. And at the end of the conversation, we started talking like 11 p.m. And by the time we stopped talking, it was probably like 1 o'clock, almost going on to 2 o'clock, just talking, me, him, and a couple other people. And by the end of the conversation, I just remember saying to him, dang, bro, you're just a beautiful person in general. Like, you know, what make you look at people like that? Because in Oregon, there's a lot of racism. And the way he accepted me and embraced me, it made me feel like really welcome. And I was kind of drawn back by that, right? So I asked him for his number and everything. And I was just like, yo, bro, what made you, this is an older guy, by the way. But I'm just asking him, like, what make you like that? Like, you're just such a great person. How you just handle everything so well. And he was just like, I'm on mushrooms. And then he told me, I told this story once before, but he told me, he was like, and mushrooms connect everybody. He just was like, if you don't believe it, go down the street and just ask somebody if they got mushrooms. And I did that. And the first person I asked, I would not tell no lies. The first person I asked, the dude was like, how you know I got mushrooms? And then I told him, I'm like, man, I didn't even know you have them. I'm from the East Coast. That's how we look for our drugs. I shouldn't be saying that word, right? But I told him, like, I'm from the East Coast. That's how we get what we looking for. You know, not much things are legal out there. So if you're looking for something, you gotta jump out in the. If you're looking for something, you gotta jump out in the street and ask them, like, hey, who the big dog is, right? So I asked dude. I just told him, like, that's just where I'm from and that's what we do. And he's like, yeah, wait. He told me to wait there, and I think I was trying to buy like $60 worth of mushrooms. At the time, I didn't know the price or what $60 could get me. And this dude, he brought me the same exact mushrooms right here. And I'm gonna drop some hints to what it is, but he brought me the same exact mushroom, 2 ounces of it for $60. And I don't think that was my first time taking mushrooms, because I've taken mushrooms like once in Connecticut when I was living in Connecticut. But that was my first real time having a bunch of mushrooms and being able to like measure out my dosage, right? Everybody hit some likes in there for me so we can keep this going. I could keep showing y'all more things like this. But he gave me 2 ounces of mushrooms. So that was the first time I was able to write my dosage and take it how I want it. And I went on a binge with mushrooms, not like everyday binge, but I went on a binge to where I was taking mushrooms for about 6 months how I wanted to. I was able to microdose. on like Fridays and the weekends. I was able to like take a maximum dose. If I wanted to, I was able to experiment with the heroic dose. If anybody know what a heroic dose is, good for you. But if you don't, a heroic dose is anywhere from like 3.5 to 4 grams of dried mushrooms. So I was able to take heroic doses. And me living out in Oregon, I would take these mushrooms and just want to go out in the wilderness or go out in the dark. I mean, like for long rides. We got a lot of roads that would be like 3-hour drives from each direction to you in the nearest city. And it would be like complete darkness, no street lights. There's just one-way traffic going this way, one way coming that way. So I take these rides and just like jump out in the middle of nowhere where you'll see like coyotes, you'll see just all type of wildlife, right? All type of crazy wildlife, things that could actually kill you. So I would take these rides and just go out there, and what I didn't know at the time, it was basically camping. Now I know that now, but I would be camping without anything. I'd just be walking around the forest, just trying to connect with nature. The one thing I used to like doing a lot was take off my shoes and then just walk around with nature, right? No, not golden teachers. It's the more popular one, the one that's a little bit more stronger. A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P. You know, E. Okay, that's all I can say. PE. Forget it if you want to know or not. But if anybody know, that's what these are. PE. You know, gym class. But I used to go out and do these, like, what I didn't know was camping until now. Now I realize it's camping, right? And it actually changed my life. I just turned into like a real spiritual. I'm not gonna say like spiritual as far as like God, but just like a real, not gonna say spiritual. I'm gonna say known. I'm gonna say a real woke person. Forget saying spiritual. I'm gonna say a real woke person. What's up, bro? You back? And it actually made me look at things a lot different, connect with people, and be more accepting to a lot of things. So it was after those 2 ounces of mushrooms ran out, I remember calling the dude that I got them from, and he was like, something weird happened. He didn't know if I had anything to do with it. Still, he never mentioned what happened. Okay, everybody give me some likes. We got 12 people in here. But he never told me what happened. He just told me like something weird happened. And at the same time, he was tripping on a lot of DMT. So he could have been tripping, or it was like something actually weird. I think it was like a police thing that he was involved with. Or probably somebody, I wouldn't say somebody tried to rob him, because where we live at in Oregon, I got that too, bro, the albinos, and I'll show you something real quick. You gotta get these, bro. For the one that say he got albinos, you gotta get these. These are 10 times stronger than the regular albinos. And then one more, I'll show you. This right here is a revert. It's still albino, but it's a revert. It actually tried to turn itself into something else. But yeah, he told me he was basically like, whatever happened. Yeah, bro. Yeah, they are, bro. They are. He was just basically telling me that something scary happened, and he just didn't feel comfortable with, I guess, like seeing me or like, you know, giving me anything. So I went on a long, like, pause with the mushrooms for a while. And it was only until like a couple, like almost a year now, that I met somebody who was attempting to grow them. And this person would literally, with substrate or wood grain, but this person would literally fail. I just used to watch her. It was a lady, an older Indian lady. All right, it was an older Indian lady, and she's just beautiful. I still know her to this day. I still speak to her, but she's just a real genuine and a beautiful person. She used to fail so hard, and I see her get depressed behind it. Like, she would spend all her time, months, trying to do these things. And I just felt for her so much that I didn't care. I just wanted some mushrooms, right? But I felt for her. I grown like love for her, not in a relationship, like not in an intimate way, but I felt for her so bad that I would just like not knowingly just like ask her questions and try to act like I cared for what she was doing, just to, you know, like let her know that no good deed is going unnoticed. And eventually I just slowly started finding myself doing little things. And my first strain that I ever grew was apes. Like he just said, if anybody know what apes are, they are the same thing right here, but an albino version. Ape stand for albino penis envy. Oops, spilled the tea. So she didn't know. She was still struggling. She didn't know. Like she had a temperature issue. She kept catching contamination, or her grain wouldn't be good. She didn't know. And when she's going through all that, I'm home trying to like study. I drove my family crazy. Like I'm home like studying 10 hours a day of this stuff like a mad scientist, because I genuinely had love for this lady, not like in an intimate way, but I genuinely like cared for her. She was just extremely nice to me. I've been in Oregon for like 2 years, almost going on 3 years at the time, and nobody ever shown me, yeah, bro, I remember you. Nobody ever shown me any like real friendship or genuine love. And the way she treated me was just like, I felt like I knew her all my life and I was in debt to her. So I would secretly like do little like researches and stuff to tell her. But it's a wild story because me and her end up like falling out a little bit because she felt like I was being an FKA, fucking know-it-all, right? But I wasn't. I genuinely just wanted to make her proud. So I would go and study. And I would try to give her tips. And when they would work, she would almost be like one of those people where you can't teach a old dog new tricks. She'd just shut them down. She'd be like, oh, but this is how you're supposed to do it. And you're not supposed to do this. And it really discouraged me. I was hurt. Like, this is somebody I'm trying to make happy and proud. And you almost like just don't want me to learn nothing, or you just kind of mad that I'm learning and I'm teaching you. Yeah, you've been doing this for a while, but you know, you're never too old to learn something. And I just said to myself one day, let me go ahead and see if I can get some spores. Listen, this is crazy though. I said, let me get some spores out of my own. Like, I just said, let me get some spores. And I'm not gonna say where I got it from because YouTube don't like that. But I got spores, and my first spores was albino penis envies, and I didn't do too good. I didn't catch contamination. What up, Chris? I didn't catch contamination or nothing, but my temperatures just wasn't right. I didn't know how to keep the mushrooms right, because during the time when I was, yeah, bro, yeah, Apple. During the time when I was trying to grow, I was also foraging. Like I would go outside. If anybody know the Pacific Northwest, we have a strain called Phsilly azarensis. And it used to be, I got the strongest strain of mushrooms under this tote right here. That's what this is right here. Those are jars that I got inoculated. I have the strongest mushrooms known to man under this tote right here. But like I was saying, if you're from the Pacific Northwest, you know that Phsilly azarensis was once the strongest mushrooms. And what we used to do is go hunt for those up in the coast. It's like a 30-mile radius right between Oregon and Washington where you can find them at, only from October to like late January. And we used to go and search for these things all the time. But when I would go search with her and like her friends, don't forget these are Indians, like Indian tribes, they were experts at searching for these things. A lot of people can't find these things. A lot of people go a lifetime without finding Phsilly azarensis. And they would just go find them and pick them off the ground. And I was blessed to be in their presence and learn. Right, hi, what up? Hey, everybody, make sure y'all engage with my boy Chris right there. That's the mod. That's like my brother, man, for real. But I was blessed to be in their presence, that I'll be pulling these azarensis. I got pictures too, I'll show you on my other phone. That I'll be pulling these Phsilly azarensis out the ground. And these things are like so spiritual. You take a Phsilly azarensis and it literally, I never say this about any other mushroom, but it literally brings you to another world. There's a mountain called Mount Shasta out here, and people believe that you can go to a whole nother dimension off of Phsilly azarensis. Let me tell you how powerful it is. If you take too much, it could actually put you in a state of, basically it could paralyze you. I forgot what word I'm trying to look for, but it could paralyze you. That's how strong they are. And I remember I used to take them, and I used to be like, not even knowing where I was. There's a song by Future. I think he said, took a few shrooms. I forget where I'm at. I genuinely never knew where I was. It was points of times where I didn't know. I couldn't identify myself as a human. I used to think I was a tree or just something of nature. It used to be like I put myself into like a weird spot. And like I said, I was just so blessed to find these strong mushrooms that when I come home and I'm cultivating mushrooms indoors, I know how to pinpoint these mushrooms so well. The philosophy as it rinses, I know how to pinpoint them so well. I know what environment they like to be in. I know just everything about them that I was kind of tricking myself to trying to emulate the environment of outside and here. So when I was growing my apes for the first time, I was getting small babies. I think I did 2 tubs of apes before, like when I failed. And after that, everything I've ever grown since then, I've never failed with it. I jumped straight into, I brought substrate and grain offline one time. And after that, I've never brought any more substrate and grain. And I'm gonna explain why. Because I looked at the prices. When I was buying substrate, which is the stuff the mushroom grow in. Let me see, I got something I can show you. Give me a second. I got something I can show y'all for the ones that really want to know. All right, this will be the substrate right here. This is what the mushroom colonize and grow in. And you can see I got little pins starting to come in right there. But that's the substrate. Let me show you the grain. This is the grain right here. And this is pretty fast. For anybody that know about grain, I did this on a 26. This is considered completely done. Normally it takes people anywhere from a month to a month and a half for their grain to colonize. So I've been doing my research pretty well and I know what I'm doing. But this is the grain right here, and that's the substrate. Between the both of these, I was paying about $40 for 3 jars of these and another $26 for a bag of that substrate. Now, I pay anywhere between $1 for this jar. To make this jar, I pay about $1. And to make that substrate, I pay about like $2, right? So that's $3 into the whole grow. And if you know your math, like I said, I don't condone selling anything. YouTube, please don't demonetize me. But if you know your math, that's a pretty damn good profit. Put that away. And let me just show y'all this real quick too, just so I don't get off topic. I mean, I might get off topic, but I want to show y'all this. I was thankful. I mean, I was grateful, right? This is a hard one to grow right here, but the genetics that I got is just so wonderful that I'm just growing it well. If anybody know what this is. Oh, you lived in Eugene, bro? Yeah, Liberty Caps. I used to find Liberty Caps out in Eugene too. That's the amazing part. But if anybody know what this is, then you know your stuff. This is basically like an enigma. There you go, bro. Yep, this is basically an enigma. But this one is called chocolate crinkle brain. Thank you, my boy. I appreciate that. This one right here is called chocolate crinkle brain, though. But yeah, it's an enigma, and these are hard to grow. So that goes to show you that yeah, we doing the thing. We doing our thing, right? Let me set my thing back up. Hold up. Let me set this camera back up. And just for safety purposes, everything I hear is not psychedelic. Why my eye keep doing that? Everything you see in here is not psychedelic mushrooms. Shit, my eye. So that's what you do. You go from the grain, which is this. Then after you go to the grain, after it's all colonized, you put it into substrate, and then it go ahead and colonize that, and then you put it into fruiting. Let me show you how fruiting. You start getting little guys like that. Bang. But my biggest thing is, like I said, I don't sell any mushrooms at all. Let me put this back up. I don't sell any mushrooms at all. It's more or less to help people out. I don't sell anything at all. Hey, bro, thank you. I appreciate that. You take care too, my boy. So that's that. I got more here too that I need to trim up. But I do encourage people to take on the hobby. It's not hard at all. If you need any tips or anything, just hit me up. I got my email up there. I'll be more than happy to send out cultures to people. Spore prints, spore prints and agar dishes. And I'll help you out, guide you through the whole way. I honestly think more people should get into it because it's dangerous at times if you're not in the right setting or if you don't have that right mind state. It could be dangerous. I remember at one point, thank you, bro. I hope you come to the next live too. But I remember at one point where I was real depressed and I was just taking mushrooms all the time. And it actually was doing a lot more damage to me than it was helping me because it'll make me like more depressed, you know, than what I already was. Because I overthink about things and mushrooms get you real emotional. It just brings out your true feelings, your real emotions. And I had like a lot of people doing a lot of bad stuff to me that I kind of, yeah, for real. At the point I had a lot of bad, like people doing a lot of bad things to me. And I knew they was doing these things to me for like over a year. And I just try to block it out. But when I started taking the mushrooms, I no longer could block it out. So I'd start like getting real sad. But it made me a better person because before that I wasn't vulnerable. I wasn't, no, not golden teacher, bro. I wasn't able to speak my emotions before the mushrooms. And then I find myself just not being such a hard ass, right? And I find myself just like expressing how I feel. So now I got good at that. And it opened up a lot of doors because I don't hold back anything I feel anymore. And before when I'd hold it back, people couldn't read my mind, so nothing would ever change, right? Lil Wayne got a lyric, y'all. I'm older, so I used to listen to Lil Wayne, but he got a lyric and it goes like, he said, if you want me to read your mind, you need to use correct spelling. And I took that serious. So I just started being more vulnerable. I speak exactly how I feel. There's never a time where I'm afraid to tell somebody, hey, you hurt me, or I'm not afraid to say no. I'm not afraid to set boundaries anymore. I used to be, but not anymore. And these things right here, they help me a lot with that. Another thing they helped me with, I used to have a lot of anxiety because where I live at, there's like predominantly white people in Oregon, right? And every time I used to go out, people almost look disgusted at me. Like if I go to a restaurant and everybody's eating, having a good time, I come in the restaurant and everybody look like they almost about to throw their food up, right? Because I'm a black guy. I used to feel like this too. Like I'm a black guy and I'm just coming in here and just ruining everybody's peace just by my presence. So I had a real like anxiety, not anxiety, but like a real issue with going outside and being around people. But when I started to take the mushrooms, it almost made me feel like everybody was just a part of the earth, if that makes sense. Like connected to the earth in some way, that they're not people to me. It's just you're a beautiful soul to me and everything else goes out the window. I'm gonna be as genuine and kind as I can be to you. And 9 times out of 10, they reciprocate. The feeling is always mutual. So it put me in a better place. But if anybody, like I said, these are not golden teachers. These are another real famous strain. I already said it, so if anybody in the comment could kind of tell them, then that would be appreciated. But no, I don't sell them. If anybody asking, again, I don't sell the mushrooms. I genuinely just like to see people happy. And I don't know how bad this is or how incriminating it is. No, it's not incriminating because these are not active mushrooms. These are the ones that you just eat and find in the store. Shit, my eye, I got some in my eye. But a lot of times you find me going around and a lot of time you'll see me going around and just pulling out fucking 4 or 5 ounces of mushrooms big old Santa Claus bag and just giving out mushrooms to everybody who look age appropriate, to people who look like they can handle it. They say you gotta be 25 and older, not because it does anything to your brain, but scientists believe that if you're younger than 25, you just don't have the stability mentally to be able to take it. Being an older person, you've been through a lot more, so you probably got the stability. And I'm not saying I believe that, but that's what scientists say. So I try to aim for giving mushrooms to people that I can just obviously tell is over 25. But not any given day, but a lot of times you'll see me, like I said, coming out with a couple ounces and just giving away free of cost. And I love it. I love doing this. I do this for free. Thank you, bro. I do this for free. I will continue to do this for free for all my life. Yeah, bro, they don't look like it. I mean, just probably because they good. You can tell that. That ain't no question right there. You know what that look like. But the last time I did take these mushrooms, it was a beautiful thing. I woke up. I fell asleep on them, and anybody that take mushrooms, you know, it messes with your serotonin receptors, right? So you can't really sleep on mushrooms as easy as you think you can. But I remember the last time I took them, I accidentally took 4 grams of mushrooms. And I accidentally took the 4 grams of mushrooms. I just got from a long ass workout, or I think I was coming from a long workout and then a long drive back home. And I took the mushrooms in food while I was eating food. Yeah, that's true, bro. James, that's true. But I took the mushrooms in food when I was on my way back home. I took 2 grams. And then I just completely forgot that I took them in the food. And then I got home 20, 30 minutes later. And it didn't kick in. Unless you take a lemon tech, let me stop there real quick. Unless you take the lemon tech, guys. Yeah, listen, they were making me emotional. But unless you do a lemon tech, and for those that don't know what the lemon tech is, you grind these mushrooms up, and you put it in a little bit of lemon juice. And the acidity from the lemon juice breaks down all of the components, which is psilocin. The mushroom is psilocybin, right? And psilocin is the component that connects to your body and make you trip. So lemon juice breaks down the psilocin and allows you to trip. So you put this in lemon juice and it'll make it trip. If you take a 0.5, it'll make you feel like you took a 1.5. So I say that to say, I came home and since I didn't do the lemon tech, 30 minutes went by and I forgot that I even took them. I just know that I grew a fresh batch of some of these and they look wonderful. They was potent, and I know they was potent just by how they came out and how they grow. It's the thing about them. I can tell when my mushrooms are potent and when they're not as potent. I've been doing it just not even for so long, just so consistently. It hasn't been a long time since I haven't had doing this almost every single day, right? This, what I'm talking about, cleaning every day. So I can tell my mushrooms are potent. But these ones, they look really potent. They look like they were amazing. So I just said, let me try them. There's a lot of times where I grow mushrooms, a lot of mushrooms, and don't try any of them. There's plenty of times where I grow new strains like that chocolate Kringle brand over there. I might not even try that because I'm just not a tripper, right? I don't trip anymore. But there's a lot of times where I would grow all type of strains like B+. I wish I would have tried that. That's a very famous strain. And I'm kicking myself in the ass because I had a real good culture of it. I think I still have some, but I wish I would have tried that, but I didn't. So when the ones I'm talking about, they were looking so good, I tried 2 grams and a vegan burger. I got home and forgot, took another 2 grams. I ended up falling asleep. And I guarantee you, I kid you not, 20 to 30 minutes later, I'm shaking like this out my sleep. I'm just shaking. My leg is shaking. I'm just like, yo, what the hell? What's going on with me? Forgot that I took mushrooms, y'all. And I woke up and I don't even remember, I couldn't sit up. I thought I was still asleep. You know the lucid dreams that Juice WRLD be talking about? I woke up and the room was just spinning, just kept spinning. Everything is going like this. The TV is looking like it just keeps coming out like this at me, into this type of realm. And I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? I am tripping so bad. But the thing with me is I've taken heroic doses and more, so I know how to calm myself down. That night, I was just trying to go to sleep so bad to calm myself down, but that's when I learned that you cannot fall asleep off of mushrooms. No matter what I tried to do, I was not going to sleep. I went out for a long drive. Let me see what he said. Okay, I never even heard of that, bro. But I went for a long drive. Don't forget, I was tired. I just came back from working out, came back from a 30-minute drive back home in the middle of nowhere. And just like 45 minutes after it kicked in, I find myself going on a 5-hour drive to the coast of Oregon. I get to the coast and my mushroom trip is like peaking now. So I'm just on the beach, late as hell. I'm just on the beach, just walking, and I'm just like this. Like my eyes get wide. So guys, you know I'm not tripping. Y'all know I don't trip. If I come up here and I'm ever tripping, my eyes are like this. I'm just like wide. But it almost felt like my eyes were headlights with high beams on as I'm just doing this. It just illuminated every single thing. And that was like one of the most spiritual nights. I'm finding little like crabs, finding little turtles, all type of things on the beach that I've never seen before. I ended up falling asleep in my car and woke up. I probably went to sleep around like 7 in the morning and woke up probably like 4 in the afternoon that next day. And I'm looking on the beach and I'm saying to myself, was this an illusion? Because I don't see any of these things that I was seeing before. But luckily I had all the pictures on my phone. I'm just taking pictures, so I know it wasn't an illusion. And that was the last time I took these type of mushrooms, and I know they're great. They're amazing. But one thing I want to warn y'all about is be careful who you take mushrooms around, because if you around somebody that just genuinely don't bring you no peace, you will always have a bad trip. And I used to do that for a while. I would take mushrooms around somebody who would just genuinely bring me no peace, and it kind of made me hate the mushrooms for a while. It kind of, every time I would take it, I would instantly have a bad trip. Every time. I catch myself just like rolling my eyes at everybody, just upset and angry. Yeah, like I said, the mushroom's gonna amplify your emotions. You could be the hardest, toughest dude in the world. You take that. Hey, we got 43 people in here. Can we get some likes, please, y'all? Everybody, pretty please. Can we get some likes? It don't take nothing for y'all to like it. Just toot, toot, toot. It helps everybody, right? But the mushrooms, you could be the hardest dude in the world. You take these mushrooms, you better have your bed around you or somebody you really love, cause shit, you gonna be ready to pour your heart out. Don't let nobody get you in no mood. Don't let nobody ruin your mood. You be ready to do something bad to somebody. So that's why, like, you gotta be old enough to be able to. Blue Vuitton, come on, my boy, Blue Vuitton. Let me give you a story about Blue Vuitton, and I hope somebody that I know very well, give me them likes. I'm gonna give you a story about the Blue Vuitton, and I hope this person that I lied to about this ain't watching this. Blue Vuitton, that is a mushroom that I've always wanted to get my hands on, but I can't find the right culture. My first time taking Blue Vuitton, I'm chilling with this chick, and I'm gonna be transparent. Forget it. This was a couple years ago, like 20, almost 21. I was door dashing off of somebody's account, and I was living in an even smaller town, and this chick had an alcohol order. But when I got to her, she didn't have her ID. She's looking around and whatever. So I used my ID for her. Like I said, it was somebody else's account. I was eat a fistful. I drop 100. You funny, bro. I'm good. I don't need the money. I don't need the money, bro. I appreciate it though. But I ordered. I bring the alcohol to her, and he's funny though. She eat a fistful. I'll be fucked up all day, bro. $100 wouldn't even be worth it. But I bring the alcohol to her, and she's just like thankful that I put my ID down. And I'm telling her I gotta work. Cause at the time I'm trying to pay a bill. I didn't have nothing. I was a broke ass, bum ass nigga at the time. Door dashing off of somebody else's account, bummy, broke. Thank God I'm not like that no more. But she just so appreciative that I helped her. She ended up finding her ID, so I knew she was of age, and she was an older lady. She was older than me anyways. But she was just so appreciative. She's just like, yo, just hang out with me for a little bit. Hang out. I'm like, I can't. I really gotta go. I gotta make this money for this. I'm telling her I gotta dash. I wish I could hang out. Like you drop dead gorgeous. You beautiful. I wish I could hang out. And she ended up giving me money. Like she gave me $100. I think it was like 100. than whatever the change was, whatever it was, like $110 probably. She gave me the money, so I ended up hanging out with her for a little bit. She's drinking her what those is, White Claws. She drinking White Claws, and I don't indulge. I don't drink. But she's like, yeah, let me make you some tea. This is a white lady. I'm surprised she even let me in her house and trust me. She even said that. She said it must have been her third eye to have let me in her house. She was completely sober, but she like, let me make you some tea. We just having a conversation. We talking. I can get real intellectual, right? I could mellow down. I know how to be vulnerable. Like I said, I know how to feel for women. I know how to take it easy. I'm not no creep guy. I don't force myself on women. I look at everybody the same, right? We just having a real genuine conversation for like an hour. She's making me tea, and she's drinking her White Claw. She's drunk. She opened up her cabinet. Bang, big old bag of mushrooms. I'm talking more than what you see on this table right here. Big old bag of mushrooms fall out. They giant mushrooms. So I'm like, I'm just joking with her. I was about to, my whole thought, don't forget I'm broke. I'm a sleazeball at the same time. No, I'm thinking, man, I'm about to dab my hands in these mushrooms and leave. I'm about to take a couple of these things and just get up out of here. And I said, oh, you got some mushrooms? She said, yeah, you want to take some? I'm like, damn, I'm about to take these mushrooms. Nah, I don't think so. But she go get the lemon juice. This is why I learned the lemon tech. She go get the lemon juice instantly. Before I could even say no, I don't want to take none, lemon juice on the table already. Bang. She chopping them things down in the, one of them little Chinese things. And then as she chopping them down, she pull out this little circle bowl kind of thing, a metal bowl that you use this little thing, go boom, 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 right? She playing the music and singing and shit. So I'm like, damn, this chick really a fucking vibe, yo. She just hella like just everything I'm looking for, kind of low key, right? And the lemon tech come out. I swear this girl probably gave me like probably 3-4 grams of mushrooms, and I didn't know at the time because I'm coming from the era where I could just eat them, but I don't just eat them at once. Like I could take some now. I could probably take like 2-3 mushrooms. I'm not right in my dosage. Hey, look, we got 64 people in here. Could we get some likes, please? Yeah, I don't get why everybody don't want to see me shine. I love all of y'all. If this was y'all live, I would have been like a million times off of 30 different accounts. But she dropped 4 grams in the lemon tech. She like, hey, just take them, just swallow them. I take the mushrooms. I'm chilling for a little bit, literally 2-3 minutes. She looked at me and she said, these mushrooms are kicking my ass. I'm saying to myself, what the fuck she talking about already? She looked at me and said that, but I'm like over here still playing with this little Chinese thing, and I'm not realizing I'm so into it. Boom, 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 boom. I'm over here playing some fucking, I forgot what song it was, some rap song. She don't even know. She's not even from this world, right? I'm over here, boom, 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 boom. I look over to say, they kicking your ass? As soon as I look over, I forgot everything I was about to say. I just looked at her like this. I'm just like, yeah, they fucking me up too. I get up, I go lay on her floor, just spread out. I'm just laying down like, yo, I'm fucked up. What the fuck did you do to me? She's over here just like, I don't want to say it because I don't know who I know the person that I lied to that night probably watching me. But she just, that's why in the room right there too. I ain't trying to be like that. But she just, you know, just bring me comfort basically. She bring me plenty, just real comfort. And we just talking all night. I just ran down my whole problems with her on these Blue Vuittons. But the thing is, on the Blue Vuitton, I never got the visuals were like, whoa, I was so fucked up. But I wasn't like just fucked up like seeing visuals and everything. I just was vulnerable. Just true to myself. I'm sitting in ways. She got me trying to do the yoga poses and shit. And back then I'm just a thug. Never got a gun on me. I'm big ass coat, just a thug, just fresh from the hood basically. And she got me doing all these yoga poses and just living a beautiful life in her house, right? And at the end, like she was like, yo, just sit up. She trying to show me how to sit. We doing yoga. And she just brought something out of me. She's just like, yo, I know you're not happy. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? She basically predicted my whole life right in front of my eyes. And me and her good friends to this day, she was just like, I don't want to say it. Like I said, I got somebody in the room right there, but it was just an amazing time. Blue Vuitton really created me, made a great friendship for me, a great friendship. No, if y'all thinking I'm talking about like intercourse, sexual intercourse, no, I'm not talking about that. she just like worshiping me, and I was just like explaining to her how like I just wouldn't have been that person if she didn't invite me into her house. She changed my life. And I got somebody right there. I ain't trying to speak too much, y'all. My bad. I be forgetting somebody right there. But long story short though, I ended up tripping on the Blue Vuitton for the amount I took for almost like 10 hours straight. 10 hours straight. I called my girl, who was my girl at the time, and just like, and if I didn't do this, if I didn't take those mushrooms, my life wouldn't have been like this. I wouldn't have my family. I wouldn't have been in this situation. But I called my girl that time, and I'm just like, yo, you ain't right for me. The shit you put me through, the way you treat me, this ain't how a person's supposed to be treating somebody. I ain't doing this with you no more. Click. It reminds you, this is somebody I've been like dealing with on and off for a long time, for like years. And I'm just like, yeah, this ain't it. Cause the way the lady like treat me, the way she showed me how somebody should be to you, it was just like something I never experienced before. So let's get off that topic, motherfucker in there. The one you think is soulmate could be your biggest hater. But yeah, it was amazing though. I wish I can get deeper into that story. I really do. Another time I'll tell you the full story on that. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. But yeah, another time I'll tell you the full story on that. It was amazing. It was really amazing. I feel bad for her though, because she was going through some stuff. Now that I figured it out, she was going through some stuff too, but she never showed it. She never even allowed me to know that she was going through a divorce. I got somebody right there. I gotta keep saying it. My bad. I can't be myself. But hey, this is what I'm gonna do, y'all. I love y'all. I'm gonna get up out of here. I got some Thai food coming, so I'm gonna go eat that food real quick. And anybody dealing with mushrooms, please put gloves on, cause these things probably seeping through my pores for real. That's why I'm getting like this with y'all. But I love y'all. Actually, it ain't the mushrooms. I'm always like that. Go look at my old lives. I'm always saying I love y'all. I wish I had a button so the live could just turn off by itself. But let's pretend it stopped right here. Chris, if you still up there, Chris, my mod, y'all, go shout him out. And YouTube want me to say this, so I gotta say it. They always tell me to say it. I got a membership where I'm gonna be putting like real behind the scene lives and getting into detail and bringing y'all out with me instead of me just sitting in the house and doing these type of things. I'm gonna bring y'all out with me and show y'all kind of like the dangerous side of my life, how, you know, other things. So if y'all join the membership, y'all gonna get a lot of real good perks with it. It ain't much. Yeah, let them know, Chris. Join the membership. Y'all gonna get a whole bunch of in-depth videos. I got a lot of videos that I want to do, like as far as shooting with things that YouTube won't monetize. So the fact that y'all pay for the membership, y'all deserve to get nothing but the best quality. And also with the membership, I'm gonna be sending things out to people, and I think y'all should do it. Y'all don't like it. So Chris, let them know, my boy, get that membership. You heard? Everybody shout out Chris. That's my mom, OG Mr. Clips. He like my brother. So we love y'all, man. Shout him out. Peace. I'll probably be back on later or something. Everybody that's in here, subscribe, right? Yeah, my lion's mane turkey tail, right? I got a couple good pictures of some turkey tail that I found, wild turkey tail that I made cultural. But before I go, I'm gonna give everybody like 5 seconds. Let's see if we can get my likes up to at least 25 in like 5 seconds. It ain't hard to do. So I'm gonna close my eyes, and hopefully by the time my eyes open, we at 25. 5, 4. They're like, man, shut up, they ain't doing that. But 3, 2, 1. Whoever just like that, I appreciate it. I already said it, bro. Go rewatch the video, and you can see what kind of strain it is. It's a strain that normally don't do this, but it don't drop spores either. Let me show you one. Maybe you can get it. That's what's up, bro. Chris, Another one. No DJ Khaled.